It's like, you're hungry? Why not have one of our snacks? Because they're £7, Karen. What are they, platinum cereal bars? I don't trust you, and neither does that woman there who immediately endeared herself to me in the first meeting by standing up and saying, if I don't eat Friday, Saturday, Sunday, am I allowed to go out Saturday night and have 26 Archers and Diet Coke? So that's the only way I can relax. Well, that and scuba diving, but I'm too heavy for the wetsuits now, so just this downward spiral, really. And I thought... I joined the gym as well, and see what that's done is it has ruined my credibility as a kind of indie hipster girl. And it's also ruined my personality, but I'm so full of endorphins I haven't even noticed, let alone personality, I say to them when they ask. But you see, I used to be so indie. Like, people say, what have you been up to? And I'd be like, me? Yeah, I've just been weaving. Yeah, weaving. No, I made a loom, I didn't buy one. Yeah, weaving. Yeah, I weft, that's the right word. I weft a pillow out of strips of cotton that I found in a bin outside a charity shop. Oh, do you still go into charity shops? Yeah. People are like, wow, you're really interesting, you can hang out with us. Now they go, what have you been up to? And I go, me? I ran 5 kilometres in 27 minutes and 30 seconds, that is my personal best. That is actually my personal best. Who am I anymore? But the thing is, the gym is making me realise all these things about myself that I'm not entirely comfortable with. Like, who knew that I like chart R&B? Not me, but you plug the headphones in and it's, wanna see me riding dirty, we've been bowling. Right? And you're thinking I did that too long. I'm thinking if I just kept that up for 10 more minutes, that's half a Weight Watchers point. That don't seem like a lot, but that is an entire medieval date, and they are tasty, very nice. So, I just worry, because I think it's hard to get comfortable with yourself when what you realise about yourself is that you frequently and utterly disappoint yourself. Like, it doesn't matter, there's some things I don't get better at, no matter how hard I try, and it always seems to be fun things. Like, I think because people think I'm a bit special, they always buy me kites for presents. Like, they go into shops and go, get her a nice toy, nice bright kite, that'll shut her up, nice toy. And then I get them, and it's the same thing every time. I go out to fly them, someone else stands at the other end, I hold it, they go, pull it up, in the air, 1 second, boom. Like, we'll try again, pull it up, boom. 3 hours, that is the sound of failure. And I went on holiday to Italy last summer, and I was walking along the beach, and I saw a man who was selling kites, and he had all these beautiful kites in the air, like shaped like eagles and rainbows, maybe 30 kites, all in the air at one time. And I looked down, and they were being held together and flown in the air by a bag. That means that a bag is better at flying a kite than me. I was just looking at the bag thinking, what's the point? The bag's better at everything than me. Sitting still, holding a lot of stuff, getting on with the man who sells the kites. It's the same with playing pool. Like, when people ask me to play pool, I get all competitive. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll play you at pool if you want to lose, idiot. Yeah, if you want to lose at pool, I'll play you. Yeah, we'll go and play pool, you loser. And then, that's because in my mind, I'm going to play pool in New York against Lou Reed and a snake. And we'll all be on motorbikes and smoking mescaline, and I won't even have to look at the table and it'll be like, pow, pow, pow! And Lou Reed would be like, man, that was amazing. And I'll be like, whatever, Lou Reed. In reality, it's just 3 hours of watching the white ball and trying not to cry. And then there's things that I could improve that I don't. Like, I procrastinate better than anyone I've ever met. I played Minesweeper on my laptop about 300 times a day. But never the beginner that's like 10 mines. Fuck that, that's not even a game, that's a joke. That comes on the screen, I consider it an insult and I smash the screen up. I play advanced, expert. 99 mine, expert mines, advanced, expert. I have never won a game. I can't tell you how frustrating that is to be so in love and then never to reach completion with it. And the worst thing is, I went out with my friends until 5 o'clock in the morning and I got very drunk, which is very rare for me. And I came home and I couldn't resist it. I started to play Minesweeper. And I got down to the last 2 mines. And I had to stop myself because I thought, not like this. I don't want the first time to be like this. I'm drunk, I won't remember it. I'll lose all respect in the morning, I'll just go on to Spider Solitaire. You see, sometimes my problem as a comedian is I think I would rather be honest in the moment than funny or concise sometimes. So I do have to say at this point that I have won Minesweeper 9 times, each time improving upon my own personal best. Yeah, I'm aware that that's stupid. I was just really worried, because I just thought, oh God, well, what if like you and me become friends? Like we're chatting after the show, we get on, and you're around my house one day, and I'm like, oh, give me 10 seconds, I'm just finish a game of Minesweeper. And you're like, finish a what? And I'm like, just finish the Minesweeper. And you're like, what do you mean? You said you hadn't won. I'm like, yeah, it's just a joke. You're like, what else was a joke? What is she lying to me about? Maybe your whole life's a fucking joke. I'm like, all right. Maybe we should spend a bit less time together. But then by that point, we've already booked the camping trip. So it's like an atmosphere, the whole thing. You didn't roll the ground sheet up. Well, you should have told me. But I don't want to invite that. So at least if I explain it, then if ever you're in a real life war situation where minesweeping occurs and you need help, you'll think, God, who do I? Josie Long can help. And then I can show up and go, yeah, there's 6 in that grid of 9. Don't touch it. Try the corners. Have a nice afternoon. Because I assume that real life minesweeping is similar to the game. Otherwise, how would they market it? They wouldn't be able to. But it's that kind of logic that got me fired from the Royal Naval Intelligence course. Hello? You want me to sink the battleship? Try F2. What do you mean? What do you mean there isn't a grid on? No, don't shout at me. No, whatever. You can't find me. I quit. Goodbye. I'm leaving the submarine. Hello? What do you mean don't open the doors? You're not my dad. And that is how I became a professional comedian. After I died on a submarine. There's only 2 ways. You let it beat you, or you find something new. See, I know why some of you didn't go for that, and that's because you're thinking, no, either you are dead, or you are not dead. Being dead is not a chance to launch a whole new career. Well, I put to you the example of Tupac Shakur. And if you say that joke to the people of Basingstoke, not only do they look at you unamused, but they look at you kind of angry, as if you have put some sort of young person curse on them that they do not understand. But their curse is that they live in Basingstoke. Needlessly knocking the people of Basingstoke. So I do worry about myself. I do want to be better. Like, I think about it a lot, and especially because for the first time in my life, I don't have to temp anymore, and I'm so happy about that. I'm over the moon, but I'm worried as well, because I think any sort of spare time or spare money, what that really breeds is complacency. You know, you get things done because you desperately want to, you desperately feel the need to, you know. I genuinely believe that necessity is the mother of invention. I think that's true. Necessity is the mother of invention. But unfortunately, the father of invention is Keith Allen. Dudes, I don't know if you know, he's got 8 kids, he didn't look after any of them. He's a really bad father. I'll draw on a diagram. See that necessity married Keith Allen, which means that invention is the sister of Lily Allen. You never hear that, like, oh, well, invention's the sister of Lily Allen, that's why that happened. It's not how it... And then, see that necessity remarried a bear. Birth to the Jungle Book. It's on a diagram, how can it not be a fact? That's how scientists do it, with all the diagrams, it's proof. Yeah, I do worry about what I'm doing with my time. Especially because one of my favourite things in the world is to go to cathedrals. I love it. It's like basically a monument to human effort that generations of people have lived and died building. And it's so beautiful. You feel kind of, it stops your heart, it's awe-inspiring. But the problem is, I go into something like that and I'm so overwhelmed, I feel so struck. I just feel immediately the need to apologise for my pathetic excuse of an existence. You get into something that beautiful and you go, oh, you've done this. I'm sorry, I've just done that. It's about a bear. Don't know why I've done it. I'll put it on the altar. You can just hear God's voice going, is that all you have done? No. I completed Minesweeper. Well, beginner or obviously advanced. Not an idiot. Still not very much. I'm like, I've done loads of stuff with my time. I've done this. It's a tribute to Isenberg Kingdom Brunel. Oh my God, I went over the Clifton suspension. Yeah, you're right to woo, sir. If I had citrus fruit, you would get it all for that, off that man who wooed Rachel Pantechnicon. So. Oh, really? That's the best table in the world. But I'm a bit in love with Isenberg Kingdom now. I went over the Clifton suspension. Oh my God. I went over this bridge, what means that you can't say complicated words. I went over the Clifton suspension bridge today just doing this. But you see, I'm glad, I'm proud of this, even though 80% of my friends think this is creepy. Other 20% were not interviewed. See, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to be reminded to put in a bit more effort, like the Victorians, and be a bit more earnest, like Sir Isenberg Kingdom now. And I don't actually think it has to be a big, long-lasting thing, like a cathedral. Like, one of my favourite things in the world is fancy dress. And it's partly because you put all this love and time and focus into one glorious, ephemeral night, and then it's gone. Well, what's going on? Are you now having a debate about Isenberg Kingdom now? Like, fuck the show, let's just talk about bridges. What's your favourite? Clifton, obviously. Second favourite? Don't have one, me neither. What's your third favourite? Clifton again? Me too. Why don't fuck this off? Let's go and walk over it. We live here. Yes! Go team! Is that better or worse than your real life conversation? That's how you... Wow. Well, you're very disruptive with it, because I was talking about a thing and you've disrupted everyone. And so at the end... What, really? Oh my God. This is like the event horizon of... This is a worry. Is everyone else in the crowd now like, fucking jammy? I like stuff! Well, I think you're totally right to be enthusiastic about fancy dress. I love it. It's partly because you put all this love and focus into one glorious, ephemeral night and then bang, it's gone, that's it. And partly because I really put in the effort. Like, once I won a fancy dress competition going as half Princess Diana, half Mother Teresa, outfit title, The Worthy Dead of 1997. Thank you. It's not too soon, it was 10 years ago. I spent the whole night like this. Obviously, that one is Mother Teresa and that one's Princess. Bang! The old switcheroo! But my problem with things like that is because I care so much. When other people don't seem to care as much or put in the effort, I turn into a bit of a dickhead. Like, if you are throwing a party and the theme of that party, which everyone who is invited knows, is come dressed as a pop star, someone shows up at your house wearing normal clothes, but they're wearing a pink t-shirt. And you say to them, sorry, who are you? Who am I? Pink t-shirt, who am I? I'm pink. It's clever, isn't it? Pink t-shirt, pink. I just think... But you're not pink, though, are you? You're not pink. You're a fucking disgrace! No, you can't have a drink. The drinks are for people who tried. That man there has come as every single one of the Jackson 5. He had to paint Tito down his leg. Sit down, Terry, you all right? Don't you disturbing Michael again, sit down. What you know, the snacks of the people who put in the effort. Terry, can you get me a martini?